Let's talk about growth, specifically the growth of the people around you and what you can do to help make it a little happier. So what do I mean, the people around you? It could be your peers, your direct reports. It could even be your boss. And it could also be people at home, but you know me. I just talk about the workplace, so let's just keep it to work, okay? Before we dive in, I want to send a huge mahalo thank you to all of the loyal viewers out there. And if we are just meeting for the first time, well, aloha, hello. I am Heather Patterson, and each week I give a tip on how you can be happier at work. So be sure to press the subscribe button and follow along for tips. Back to growth and the people around you. Now, we might have people around us who we know are growing. We've had conversations with them about their growth. If you're a boss or a leader or in some sort of managerial role, this might be something that you're experiencing right now. Or if you have a peer, a teammate, or even a friend who is experiencing growth, you might know about that because of something that they've shared with you or confided in you. Sometimes you're just in the dark and people are on their growth journeys, their path, and you don't really know about it, but maybe you can sense and feel something a little bit different. The thing about growth is it's also change. And people don't like change. We get uncomfortable. It's not familiar. It's not what I'm expecting. And we seek the familiar and the expected. Think about the people around you that are growing and some of the things that you come to expect about them. Maybe they are nice, or maybe they are helpful, or maybe they're not those things and that's what they're working on. You get the idea. We inherently will pigeonhole or categorize people into certain ways that they are. They are this, they are that. And sometimes people don't want to be those things anymore. They are growing. They are making choices, maybe multiple times a day, daily, weekly, monthly, to, really develop and grow. But because we're human and we seek the familiar, we meet them with the way that we know that they are. For example, let me tell you my personal experience with this. I've shared a little bit already on this channel where in my youth, my younger years and young adult years, I was angry, I was pissed off, and I would be defensive and the whole thing. And people sort of came to know that that is who I am. They categorized me in that way, and I don't blame them. I mean, it's sort of a safety precaution too. But here's the thing, that wasn't working for me, and I decided, hey, I gotta change this. I need to develop and grow. So here I am, I'm on this path and doing the thing. But there continues to be a select few people who, well, they don't experience me on the regular. They have a deep program about who they think that I am. And so when we interact, it's obvious to me that they expect me to be defensive and angry and upset and pissed off. And that's just not the case anymore. And unfortunately, it feels like a trap. It does. It feels like a cage. Like, oh man, that old persona is like, it's a barrier. And I do what I can, but man, sometimes I think if only they could just see, if only they could get out of the past and into the present, man, that'd be really helpful for our relationship. The thing about growth is that it really is a two-way street. Yeah, the person who is growing is responsible. They need to make those choices and make those decisions and grow. But for us, the people that surround the people that are growing, we have a responsibility too. We have a responsibility to get out of the past and into the present. We can open up our eyes, we can open up our ears, and most importantly, we can open up our hearts so that we can see the person for who they are becoming. We can experience their growth and honor who they are now and not who they were then. Leaders, this is especially true if you have asked the person to develop, grow, change. We can't hold the past against them. We can meet them in the present and experience their growth. The takeaway for this message is for you to open your eyes, your ears, and your heart to people growing around you. Allow them to grow. It's going to increase your relationship, and it's going to allow you to play a big part in them getting the growth results that they desire. That leads to happiness. That's all I have for you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and don't forget to share this message with a family member, friend, or coworker who you think will find this helpful. Thanks so much, and see you next time.